oh, y'all finna start right now. It start right now. Like, oh, I really did this. Like, I really signed up for this. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Amaya, back with another video. So don't mind this outfit. I was just trying on some clothes that I just got in the mail. So if y'all see me wear this outfit another time, mind your business. Anyways, I'm gonna get straight into this video. Today is gonna be my basic military training experience. Why did I do that? Why couldn't I just say BMT? My BMT experience 0 week, okay? So I'm gonna just start off with the airport. So got off the plane, right? And I was just like, wow, these are the last few seconds of freedom that I have. I called my family and was like, I made it, whatever. I was on my phone, you know, doing everything. So when I tell y'all they was ready for us, like when I tell y'all we was all hanging out at the at the gate, right? Then it was like, okay, let's mosey on down there. Wow, what a time. Anyways, so when I tell y'all these people was at baggage claim, yes, like sorry, let me take, it's a little ghetto here. I got some food containers holding up my phone right now, so just bear with me. Anyways, yes, these people was at baggage claim waiting for us, okay? So I get down there. So as I'm approaching the baggage claim, right, I look to my right and I see just like a row of like chairs, and I see like maybe like a couple of the rows filled, and it was just people just sitting like this. Yeah, y'all see what I'm doing? Y'all see? Just like this. Hands like this, like literally feet flat on the ground, hands on your knees like this, bro. I said, oh, they got them. Bro, this MTI is a female MTI. It was 2 of them, but there was this one, and she was yelling, bro. It was so scary. Like, she was just yelling. I was like, oh, y'all finna start right now. It start right now. Like, oh, I really did this. Like, I really signed up for this. So they just started right away yelling at us, and I was like, oh my God, can I get off the plane? Like, oh my gosh. Anyways, so she was like, if you are here for Air Force basic military training, come over here right now, form up the lines. I was just like, okay, ma'am, okay. So she was just telling us to get some pieces of paper out, and then she told us to sit over there with the other people that they had already got. And then we loaded up on the buses, and then, you know, we just drove to Lackland Air Force Base. It was a decent ride. Like, it was a pretty decent, like, maybe like 10-15 minutes. Like, I was like, oh, I thought this would be closer, but yeah, it was like 10-15 minutes. And like, people was like talking on the bus and stuff, and I was just like, why y'all talking? Why y'all talking right now? Y'all not scared? Like, I was just like, I don't even think we're supposed to be talking right now. Like, y'all can talk, but I ain't. I'm doing my own thing. Me and the girl next to me, we quiet. We like, we ain't finna talk. She tried to whisper a few things to me. Yeah. So we get off the bus, and I remember seeing, it was 2 MTIs because they had the hats. Oh man, I'm so scared. Okay, anyways, I feel like I'm reliving it. And they like came out charging at us already, but they like wasn't, I don't even remember if they was nice or mean or not, but like they was telling us to like go in there, go in the line. And we got our ECWWs, which is let me show you. So that's just this jacket. They gave us this jacket because they were still on the winter schedule. But also, I don't know if that happens for everybody, but we got this right away. Y'all, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, y'all already giving me clothes. Like, when I tell y'all, I was so thirsty. Like, the part I was looking forward to was not anything else but getting the uniform and being able to put the uniform on. So yeah, we got this, and we just look kind of like stupid because we had on our civilian clothes and just put this over, and we have to zip it up. You have to zip it up all the way and have all the Velcros. You know, they told us how to properly wear it, and I was just so excited. So then after that, we grabbed a backpack, and we grabbed body wash, shampoo, some stuff. They told us to grab something. Then we went into another room. They told us to take this out your backpack and put our electronics in this plastic bag. Turn your phone on. Oh, when we got off the plane, she had told us to turn off our phones right away. So our phones weren't on. They told us to turn it back on when we got up there so that we could take a picture of our address. Because then like they gave us a ew, They made us write our name tapes for our backpack, and then like I guess we like learned our like squad, or no, we learned who was in our flight. Like we learned not who was in our flight, but we learned which flight we were part of. So they just told us to do a few things. That's when they told us, if you have this, throw it away. If you have this, throw it away. I had to throw away my hair oils. RIP, I had just bought them, y'all, and my applicator bottle. Anyways, I threw that away, and my face wash. Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about it. It was a female MTI, and she had called our name, and she was like, if I call your name, come here, and you have to say, proceeding ma'am, proceeding ma'am, proceeding ma'am. Anyways, I hate that so much. So then after we did all that, so why was I in the front of the line? How did I get in the front of the line? So they told us some directions, and I had forgot it like right away. So like I had led everybody to the wrong direction. And it was like, no, what are you doing? Get back here. Nobody told you to come over here. And we was all looking like, bro, is this where we're supposed to be at? Then they came and yelled at us. And so then they was like, no, wait. I was just like, I'm sorry. So they told us where to go for real. And so then we lined up in the flight, like four elements in ranks, blah, blah, blah. And so then she was like, I'm going to tell you 2 things. Or she said something. She was just like, before you talk to me, you need to say 4 magic words or however many words it is. You have to say, ma'am, so-and-so, whatever your last name is, trainee reports. No, that's not right. What am I talking about? She told us to say our reporting statement. I don't even feel like saying it because I'm not making sense. But she was basically saying, like, in order to talk to MCI, you have to say, ma'am, training Griffin reports as ordered. That's my reporting statement. Now, learn and practice your reporting statement before you go to BMT, because a lot of people had issues with that, and my MCI made me practice that, and that came in handy because people was just straight up forgetting their reporting statement. Like, how you just gonna forget your reporting statement? Anyways, but the only thing is I practiced Sir Training Griffin reports as ordered, and it was so weird because I had to say ma'am Training Griffin reports as ordered. I don't know why, but it sounded weird to me. Anyways, that was that. Y'all, they made us put our backpack, the backpack that they gave us on our back, and they made you carry your civilian luggage, and my civilian luggage was big. So I was struggling, and we were on the 4th floor. I just struggled so bad. So that first morning, or that first night, I don't even know, y'all. I really think we only went to bed at like 12 or 1. I don't even think it was that late. Oh yeah, they gave us the box nasty. I forgot to talk about that. Everything was frozen. It was absolutely horrible. I ate the Oreos. Everybody else was like scared to eat the Oreos because I seen them passing them down and like throwing away. I was just like, y'all tweaking. That was like the last like junk food. Like, little did they know that was the last junk food that they would have until never. So I ate my Oreos. I didn't even think about, oh, is this a trick? I ate them. You gave them to me. I'm eating them. So the sandwich was frozen. I drank some of the apple juice, but that was a little frozen too. And you just didn't really eat. So then we got up there, and they had us like do stuff. Like, they had us like do important stuff. When I tell y'all, she wanted us to write an envelope. She wanted us to address an envelope that they were sending to our parents for like our graduation, and I didn't even put no city. I didn't put no zip code or state. Like, I'm in shock right now. Why are you having me doing important stuff right now? Then they made us do like our laundry tags and like just luggage tags, all that boring stuff. And then we took a shower, y'all. So so we get in there, and she made us line up in front of our wall lockers. Oh yeah, you know they do the thing like, oh, go and find a bed and point at the number, whatever she said. And then so we did that, and then she was just like, you're about to take a shower. You have 10 minutes to be showered, dressed, ready for bed, in the bed. I don't want to see anybody out, da-da-da-da. And she was like, go now. And I was just like, you want me to undress right here, right now? Like, it's just so weird because it's just out in the open. It's like a bay of like half the flight because it's like A bay and B bay. And I was just like, oh, wait, we about to undress right now? Right, like right here? Like, just... Okay. Like, I was so thrown off by that. Like, I knew we showered in front of each other, but I just wasn't expecting that. So I was just like, okay, let me just get in there. I will never forget this sight ever again in my life. I walk into the shower, and it was like cattle. It was like a whole bunch of wet, naked, scared bodies huddling, being like forced and like shuffling real close to each other into a small. It wasn't even like we had a nice shower, but it was just like everybody was so frantic. It felt like closed in, like we were being like wet, naked bodies just going into a shower, just wet. Like I don't know, but like I literally walked in there and I like paused for like a fraction of a second because I could not believe my eyes. I was just like I wanted to laugh. I was like, this is a joke. This is actually a joke. So like, but I didn't even have time to think too much. I just had to take literally a fraction of a second to myself and just be like, wow. Anyways, let me go ahead and find a shower thing or whatever. And I took my little shower and I hurried up. And then we got to bed and I just didn't even know. Yeah, it was just so weird. Like, ugh. It was crazy. And I had just got sick. I had woke up that morning sick. Anyways, I'm gonna start going into this 0 week because that's just how I got to basic, like the first night, 0 night. And so I like did some like notes and stuff while I was at basic. Let me just read off what I said. So my first thing is tired of these stairs. When I tell y'all that was the hardest part of BMT, not no PT, not no folding no clothes, not no making no bed, not anything else, not no reporting statement, not no child hall procedures, not no classes, not anything. The stairs. These stairs was the hardest part of BMT. I don't care what anybody says. Actually, KP was. KP. I can explain that later because it's in here in one of the later weeks. But the stairs, 4th floor, every single day, up and down. When they say like you'll see older weeks and be like, oh, are you 0 week? Are you 2nd week? It gets easier. You'll be fine. That was the only. It doesn't. It does not get easier. Don't let them lie to you. Everything gets easier. Or they be like, it doesn't get easier. You get better. No, my legs didn't care. No, you cannot tell me. You can do stairs every day of your life. They will always be hard. I keep getting interrupted. I keep getting phone calls. I'm just so famous. Everybody misses me. Anyways, so yeah, I don't care what anybody says. The stairs don't get easier, especially if you're on the 3rd floor. Now, if you're on the 2nd, whatever, y'all privileged. I don't care. But if you're on the 4th floor, it's tough. It was like over 70 steps every single time. So anyways, continuing on. Okay, I said folding is hard. So she had demonstrated like 0 week. They demonstrate how they want all your stuff displayed. They do like each item at a time. Like they won't tell you everything at once, but they'll do like a couple items and then like have you practice. And then all you gotta show me once you do one. And then once I approve of one, then you can go ahead and do the rest of them. That was just, I was like, folding is like really hard. Like, dang, this is challenging because they want it so precise and it's like, I was like, dang. And I'm like a perfectionist. So like they already are perfectionists of how they want you to display and be in BMT. So like it was just like my perfectionism, I don't know if that's a word, we're gonna pretend it is if it's not, plus their perfectionism. And it was just like, it's taking me 20 minutes to roll a shirt and you want me to do all of this and have it ready, but we also have a full schedule? Yeah, no. Yeah, I said I hated the 2 waters at first. So when you get to BMT, they tell you when you go to chow hall to get 2 cups of water and you have to have 2 drinks. Now they tell you to get water, but it's actually 2 carbohydrated drinks, which I don't even think they have any type of soda in a DFAC. So really you can get 2 drinks of whatever you want, but don't be bold. I mean, if you want to be bold, nah, I'm not able to tell you to do that. Just start off with water for like at least like the first 2-3 weeks, and then once you get comfortable, you can start getting your little juice or whatever. So yeah, so when I tell y'all it was so hard to drink, and you have to drink all of it. Well, I sometimes like in the later weeks I used to like pour my water like in a bowl if I didn't feel like finishing it, but I ended up getting better, and it's like a breeze. Like within a couple of weeks. Not even a couple of weeks, like less than that. But at first it was so hard for me to drink like just 2 cups of water. Like I was legit like gagging and I wanted to throw up. Like it was so annoying. So yeah, that's what I say right here. Falling asleep in class, like always. What's new? You can't get in trouble for falling asleep in class. And I used to try to pay attention, but it's just like I'm not retaining. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. I tried my hardest. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that at that. Oh, I said last day of 0 week. Okay. Then it says our flight is behind and can't catch on. When I tell y'all, our flight was so, I don't know. This is just how I felt and how I interpreted it. But like looking around at the other like flights that were in our week group, because usually it's 3 male flights and one female flight. But my week group, we had 2 male flights and what am I doing? We had 2 male flights and 2 female flights. So we had a brother flight, a brother cousin flight, and a sister cousin flight. That's just what we called it. And then usually there's only 1 female flight, so only 1 brother flight will have a sister flight. But yeah, anyways, I was looking at my other flights, and we weren't catching on to stuff. Like we were just delayed. I was just like, what is going on? Like I don't want to be a part of this flight. I need to be like with the good people. I was just so mad. I was just like, but we ended up, we were a really good flight. Wow. We just were in competition with our brother flight all the time, and they were a really, really good flight. Like I give them their props. Yeah, anyways, for Commander's Excellence, we had it in the bag, but we had one rough morning when they did the beds, and but we were second though. If we would have did Commander's Excellence, which we couldn't because of Rona. I'll explain that later in the other weeks. But anyways, can't wait for church tomorrow. Little did I know I would not be making that service. I said we can march alone as of today after our brief. So basically at first you only march as a flight, so like with 50 other people. But now we had a class and they have to brief you, I guess, about marching as a detail. It's called a detail. Basically you have to march everywhere you go, but like you don't have to go with your whole flight. Like your MTI doesn't have to be marching you. You just have to have a wingman and literally just be in step and make sure somebody's calling cadence, or at least acting like y'all calling cadence. Then you gotta do flight or detail, halt, cover, dismiss, like whatever. Anyways, I guess that was a big thing for me. Oh, I said the first night was low-key bad. And I was talking about the shower. I put in quotations, not in quotations, in parentheses, the shower, which I already told y'all about. I said no room to be embarrassed, but the sight was nothing I had seen before. I almost laughed, like legit for real, like I just told y'all. I said I like our MTIs. I really did like our MTIs, like right off the bat. I said got our uniforms on Wednesday, which I got there Tuesday night. So I got them the next day. I like marching. I want to be an element leader so bad, but I'm short. Yeah, I really did, because I loved marching. And yeah, I did want to be an element leader, but like, I don't know. I mean, you don't have to be tall. It's just like by default, the tall people are usually like the element leaders at first, unless they like get fired or until they get fired. But as time went on, I probably wouldn't want to be an element leader. I mean, if I would have had the job right away, I probably would have liked it, but I would have been blue if they switched halfway and then tried to hire me as element leader. I was what's that called? I was element leader for Beast, but it's called something else. TDLs, tactical deployment leader. That's what I was. Yeah, I be smooth, y'all. Like I be smooth. Like we did like little awards like the last night that we were there, and I won like smoothest march. Like can't nobody touch me, boy. I was clean. Had our first PT today. I think this was. We got there on Tuesday. I think this was maybe like Friday or Saturday or something. It was kind of bogus because like we went almost a week without working out, which I don't know about y'all, but it takes my body only a week to get out of shape. So I don't know if I also told y'all I was working out before I went to basic, but then like I tried to time myself in a mile and a half, and I was running like almost 16 minutes. Are you kidding me? I was like, what? I've been working out and I'm still running the same? Yeah, forget it. So I like stopped like 3 weeks before I left, and I was like, I'm just gonna figure it out when I get there. I don't know if I recommend that because You don't want to be, yeah, just try to do better. Anyways, had our first PT today. I did good and it felt good. Okay, so you start off with 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off. So you run for 3 minutes and then you walk for 3 minutes until you hit 26 minutes. You do that for I think the first week, and then they move you on to just a 26-minute non-stop run. And then I got a chocolate protein bar yesterday. That's what it says right here. Man, y'all are gonna love the chocolate. Well, it's strawberry or chocolate, but I don't like strawberry. Protein bars are like crack when you're in BMT, and they just really fulfill the night. They really do. You only get them for dinner, and I thought that you only get them on weekends, but you get them every day. But like our first few days that we were there, like they didn't give us any, so that's why I thought that you only get them on Fridays or something like that, but you get them every night. Ooh, just makes me so happy. I said it's really not that bad, just tiring and hard to keep dorms and rigs. Yeah, so it's just kind of hard, like getting used to like all the things that they are expecting you to perform and do as a flight. And then also the beginning weeks are so like jam-packed. Like y'all have appointments, like you're doing something every second of the day. Like you're moving from 500 until 2100, like non-stop, no rest. And oof, my body was just so tired, and it was just like you're forced to just keep going. You don't get no rest. You can't lay down nowhere. You can't do anything. So that was just the tiring part about 0 week. Then it says I have to know my memory work by end of second week, which is the ranks and the chain of command. So basically you are given this piece of paper, and it has like your full chain of command for your squadron at BMT, and then it goes higher, like it goes all the way to the president. You have to learn like half of it, I think, and you have to learn rank insignias like Airman Basic, Airman, Senior Airman, stuff like that, Master Sergeant, Chief Master Sergeant, all that. You have to know like what it looks like, and you have to be able to identify it. And then like also officers, like what is it, E1 or an O4 or stuff like that. Then it says I look like boo-boo. I can't believe I'm this ugly. When I tell y'all I've never looked like that in my entire life, I was just like, and then I had like this pimple right here that it was like open. Like I never had this thing. I never had these things before. Like, bruh, like it was tough. And I was just like, wow, I can't believe I look like this. Like I'm just so ashamed. My hair looked a mess. I didn't have time to redo it because I didn't want to not be able to do it. Oh. And then just be looking stupid when everybody's waiting on me, and then get in trouble and get yelled at. So I was just looking really bad, really bad 0 week, which everybody is. So, but I just feel like I was just a little bit under everybody else, you know. I said yesterday, which was Friday, was a really good day, and I slept really good last night. When I tell y'all, I was sleeping good at BMT. I don't know about like everybody else, because they were like, oh, I've been sleeping so bad, I can't sleep. Nah, man. 2100 play, tabs play. They cut off the lights. I'm out. And I was sleep real good, really good too. Like everybody else was just like having trouble sleeping. I was just like, I don't know about y'all, but I had a full night's rest. Did my first EC on Wednesday, but I'm kind of confused. But we're about to have a briefing now. Okay, so EC is just like, it stands for entry control, and basically there's always 2 people at your dormitory like entrance door, and it's just basically they have to make sure that everybody that's in the dorm is authorized to be in the dorm. And then like if you're not like on the roster, then you have to ask for permission to have them enter the dorm. And there's like certain procedures, especially for like officers. You'll be like, dormitory attention. Or if you're a female flight, like we were, and we had a male, because we had a female MTI and a male MTI. We switched MTIs, but I'll explain that later. You'll be like, gentlemen entering the dormitory, and everybody has to repeat, gentlemen entering the dormitory. And I was kind of confused on what all my duties were, because at first they have an older sister flight teach you. They were trying to explain it, but it was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Next thing is still haven't taken You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I end up not going to the bathroom until Sunday. I got there Tuesday. So that's how long it took me personally. I said probably won't go to the B. Oh, that's so weird. Y'all, I'm on an army base now and I call it PX now, but it's BX. Anyways, probably won't go to the BX till next Saturday. So it was kind of, they were giving us the runaround because they left us on Sunday, and we went to the, I don't even know, I'm confused because I remember we went to the PX right when we got there, but we were only able to get like certain items, and I guess we needed to go again, but like we didn't have any time during the week to do it, so they were like, oh, we're gonna get your older sister flight to take you guys to show you the way to the PX, but like they were busy too, so I guess I was confused if I was gonna go or not. Anyways, I said have no hair oils and face wash. Like I told you guys, they made me throw it away. So this one says, okay, so you're gonna do this, or at least somebody you know is gonna do it. Instead of saying ma'am, training Griffin reports his order, like you'll say like sir, training Griffin reports his order to a female MTI, and they don't even be offended for real, but like they'll be like, excuse me, are you kidding me right now? So somebody did this to my MTI, and she just said, sir, did I just go some parts you didn't know about? Y'all, I wanted to die so bad because I don't even know why that was so funny, but it just was. And I remember like we were all like huddled up and she was trying to teach us how to fold something, so I took like my dorm guide and I covered my face because I was like, bruh, why did you just call this lady a sir? She's clearly a ma'am. Get it together. Anyways, oh, and then I have another quote from her. She was telling us how to stand at attention, and it's just your heels are together and your feet are open at a 45-degree angle. And she was telling us that it should be like a pizza slice. And she was just like, every time you look down and look at your feet, you just say, damn, I'm hungry. And I thought that was funny. I don't know why I wrote, it just says laundry mark. I was being born in the beginning of the week. Or I was being born in the beginning weeks. But laundry mark is just the last letter, no, the first letter of your last name and then the last 4 of your social, and you label all your clothes with that so that you know whose is whose when you like wash clothes and you know who to give it back to. That's boring, but I guess, okay, because that's like most of what you're doing during 0 week. You're like labeling everything, but everything has to be labeled a certain way. It says real EC starts tonight, so like at first, like your older sister flight is helping you do it, and only some people are doing it, and you only do it for an hour, but then like they transition you and it's actually a 2-hour shift, and then you just do it on your own, and then like you have to like come up with the schedule. You have EC monitors and they come up with the schedule and stuff. And then it says hard to get used to yelling at first. Oh yeah, so just all the yelling and stuff, like I knew not to be affected by it, but it's just kind of just like tone it down a bit, you know, like just calm down just a little bit. But that's all I have for y'all. I hope it was interesting. I'm gonna be doing, you know, all the other weeks, so stay tuned for that. I just want to get these out here. I also have a vlog, a tech school vlog coming for y'all, but I want to get these videos out first because they're well overdue, and I need to just at least go in order, because the vlog is pretty long, but I want to start off with my BMT videos. Sorry, I just couldn't help myself, but that's all I have to say for y'all. I hope it wasn't too long. I know I talk a lot, but that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. We're gonna work through this together. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.